Welcome back to Legends RC Talk. Here's your host, the Legend.
Hey guys, Legends RC Talk here. Got Brad Brennan in the house.
Hello.
Last video we did had a little audio issue. Different microphones. So hopefully everybody can hear us this time. Apologize for anybody that spent the time to watch it and couldn't hear nothing. Today we're going to just go through some monster trucks, kind of like we did last time. Maybe a little more in depth, a little quicker video. What do we have in front of us here today?
All right, so start out. We went down to Marshfield, ran a few, checked out the freestyle, ran a few runs with them guys.
That was freestyle RC.
Correct, and we did a few runs. Broke a truck, so I put this out. This is pretty much vintage. I don't even think a lot of guys run this anymore. This is a Clodbuster, but it's on a ThunderTech chassis. As you can see, everything on this truck is carbon fiber. The suspension is set the way I like it. It's running pink on the front. The shocks are older Losi shocks, I do believe. It runs two 15-turn motors and the old Rooster. These trucks are a little bit slower, but to my surprise, it kept up pretty good for going down a straight line course, and not really
good with that weight down low.
It did, and the suspension worked great. Only thing is the power plant's only 15 turns, so I mean, if I'd put two Castle systems in here, but the thing of it is these things are vintage. And give you a look at it. I mean, the plastic is pretty brittle. You can get stiffeners for them, which I do have, but you know, I run it for what it is. And
so these are still the stock housings.
Yep, everything's stock on it. You know,
except for
the cage. The cage is a ThunderTech Ripper chassis, which is older. They used to run it back in probably late 90s. But yeah, this is a good truck. If anybody wants it, let me know. It's for sale. I'd sell it without the tires. I just got too many of them, but this is a really nice truck.
Yeah, it seemed like it handled good. And
it did. It was, I mean, it...
For being probably the oldest thing out there that day.
It went straight. I mean, fast-wise, you don't really need to be fast on a straight line course. Turning, it turned better. It's got the behind the steering servo, and it turned better than my SMT did, to be honest with you.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks. I remember I've seen it in action, and actually it performed.
Yep.
It beat me. I remember that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it's just it stayed straight, and a lot of it, I think, the power is a big deal on them tracks. Is if this is a little bit slower, so it didn't have the punch. You know, we rolled down the line, and it didn't have the punch where it shot it up in the air. It just.
No, I feel you had a little more top end than I did, though.
Yeah, they're only 15-turn motors. They're stock. They're brushed. I mean, they're HPI motors. They're Fireballs. I think they're okay. I'd like to, you know, if I keep it, I'd probably advance into like Castle systems like I used to run.
Nice.
All
right, yeah.
So from the old vintage, we'll go to this truck here. This truck, little Tiger. It's run by Mark Wickman. He runs this truck. It's a ground pounder that I got 3-4 years ago. It's got the Velcro siding on it, but Mark went through it and he rewired everything. It's got the freestyle braces on the bottom to protect the housings. It's got all metal transmission. It's got, you know, metal drive shafts. So the thing's pretty much bulletproof. The only part of this is that's not are the C-hubs. I mean, they're accessible, so if you hit something, they could crack.
But like a person can still go out and buy a ground pounder to this day.
They can.
New.
Yes, and they're $280 right now. With the mods, I'm running a Savic servo. Drive shafts. I do believe Freestyle RC sells these plates, which I did get them. They still sell them. They're $100 a set. You might want to go with aluminum housing. I know Freestyle makes the housing too, and then pretty much it's a bulletproof truck. Like I said, Mark Wickman runs this. He went through and redid all the wiring.
Is this the original chassis to this truck?
It is. Yep, it is. So it's a little tweaked. It's a little bent on the back, but it works. Serves its purpose.
And we've had this for how long?
3-4 years. I've had this truck. Added some new shoes on it. But other than that, it's a wider stance. If you can see, it's pretty much the widest stance with the monster trucks right now. I could probably take the adapters out, but then it would rub on the steering knuckles. So it works good.
I was gonna say there's not much tolerance right there.
Nope, not at all. So it's a good truck. It's good for what it is. I mean, I don't know. Mark drives it good, so
yeah, it's another one in the drag racing. It seems like it handles the corners the best just because of the stance.
Yep, and for the freestyle, he won't freestyle this one, like I said, because it won't right itself back up really, and it's it's a little bit older of a truck, but straight drags, even around the course, it does pretty good. Figure eights or
right,
whatever we're running that week. But he's held his own. I mean, it's got a
well, the first week we ran, he won the drag race.
He
section.
did. He won. He won the racing section with this. We were all new to it a little bit. I mean, I've done it a little bit, but like a lot of the guys are a little bit newer. It's no different than running a 4x4. I don't think it's just bigger and awkward.
Yeah, the awkward keyword.
It is, and I'm telling you now, you get one of these trucks and you run this, and then you grab an LMT. LMTs wander. I've got the bigger tires, which I'll show you later on, the wider ones. But we went with the body, the Velcro sides. Oh, it's not even in right. So instead of screwing your body on or posts, it just goes in just like this. So
right. Yeah, now for drag racing, we run strictly 2S.
Correct.
So motor size is pretty important.
Yep.
Like, I'm running way too big of a motor. I'm running what I had, though. I had a 1900 kV sitting there. So running it on 2S, it's kind of a pooch.
It is, but you also have to remember your LMT is about 6 pounds heavier than an SMT or anything else that we run. So that's why the LMTs make so much power, and they're a little bit more faster. So we kind of limited it to, in our class, I mean, a lot of guys don't limit it, but we limited in our class to just 2S with the LMTs because of that power difference. Some guys are running A-scale motors, so it gives the guys with the SMTs, that aren't running big motors, a chance to keep up in the, in the drags or the course.
Well, that's the thing is we've had 3 events so far by us.
Yep.
Mark won one
Yep.
with this, the racing. I took a first and second the second week, and
Correct.
then you won it the last week with which truck?
I won the freestyle with my LMT, and I won my racing section with my Terminator.
Oh, it was Terminator.
And I took second down at freestyle
and
with
that
the
was
Terminator.
the CP.
It's an SMT.
Oh, it's an SMT.
But it's modded out. It's
okay.
It's got a lot of parts on it.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I had first with my low C and second with my SMT or whichever.
Yep, you did. Yeah, you had the same kind of.
Yeah.
And I think it works. But I'll show you the Terminator next. That's the one that handles the best for me. And I'll give you a preview of it right now. So this is my Terminator truck. This is it's got it's pretty much all. I'll show you what I did to it. It's got I just put this servo in right now. It broke down at freestyle. I went with the Traxxas servo. I went with hot racing, pretty much hot racing everything. Hot racing links, the gearbox itself. It's got a.
Mind you, he didn't put a 2075 Traxxas servo in there.
No. This is
the 400.
It's a 400. It's about $100. I don't know. I'm still monkeying with the servo savers, guys. If anybody's got any kind of help with this, I know Kimbrough makes a good one, and just trying to find something that will not destroy or break the servos. It's got the front end steering assembly. It's running a 5700 Castle.
So you got shocks that don't leak.
No shocks that leak. These are still the stock shocks, which I mean it's held its own. I was happy. Freestyle, we went down 16 trucks.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't think the guys at Freestyle were really hammering it.
I
If
think
you ever
they were-
seen
I think they were
Freestyle
laying up
chassis,
on us.
they're amazing. So we ordered. There's 4 of us that ordered the Freestyle chassis, Mod C,
Yep.
which should
The
be
Pro
coming
C.
in Pro C. So it should be coming in the next couple weeks.
Both axle housings too.
Yes, you get the chassis and the axle housings for about $1,100, I think.
Yep.
And then, mind you have to buy all the gears for the axles.
Front diff, rear diff,
Yeah.
axles, axle shafts,
But
drive shafts.
if you ever seen them Freestyle chassis, I run Crawford Performance chassis. I like them too, but it's just amazing. Then you got to get the shocks, which I'll probably go
Yep.
Revo based. Like I said, this truck here, it's light. It's been winning for me, so I mean, I keep this one on and try to keep it as good as I can. So it's got a little money into it, you know.
See, that's the thing with the SMTs. I feel you need to put the money into them to make them feel like a good truck.
Yeah, and this probably has, well, 70, probably 100 too. It's probably got, $300-400 for the
So
mods
it's
on
actually
it.
got some weight to it now because out of the box they're super light.
Yep. This is, I don't know, I got one downstairs that has, I bought it from Logan, and it's got that crazy 5100 system in it. I'm pulling that out of there because it's just eats gears. But nope, this is the headers were painted. I mean, they're just nothing special. It's the truck I like, though. I mean, it's pretty much my go-to truck right now until my Freestyle comes. The only thing I'm waiting on are some axles, which were ordered, or some drive shafts, metal drive shafts, which were ordered, and then it'll be pretty much complete. That's the way I'll keep it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
this thing's done good.
And from here, I will show you my Bigfoot, and then we'll go to my LMT. All right, so this is the truck that I honestly thought that I was gonna do way better with, but it's a Crawford Performance chassis. It runs good, but it's got a shorter wheelbase. It's got a 6.5 in it. Everything on here is metal. It's all Crawford Performance Engineering stuff. I love that stuff. The only issue I'm having right now is the 4-link bars are short. So when you go to jump it, either backflips. Yeah, I punched it on the last race and ended up doing 2 backflips before it landed, and too much punch. The 6.5 is a lot. Truck's a little bit heavier. It's got
So this is SMT axles.
yes, yep, SMT axles. Cantilever. It's got the 4-link bars. Crawford Performance Engineering. Everything on here is pretty much that. Transmission, the chassis. Obviously, it's carved into it. Proline shocks. For a motor setup, it's a 6.5 Reedy, and then it's got the Hobby Wing ESC. J Concepts rims, Tribute wheels, and then J Concept tires. Renegades. So, like I said, I like it. It's got a lot of bugs to work out of it. It'll probably be a better truck outdoors, I think.
You got the slipper eliminated.
On here?
Yeah.
Yep. Everything on here. And you can use, a lot of these guys are running the tracks as gears.
Yep.
And that's, you get a variant. So you can run 58, 56, 54, 52, I think. I got pretty much all of them. I run the taller ones. So it's a 58 and probably a 17 right now. And with the power behind it, it's crazy. But like I said, if anybody, I'll give a shout out to Crawford Performance Engineering too. They make good stuff. I mean,
Right.
a lot of my stuff is that. So this is my Bigfoot. It isn't my favorite right now until I get it figured out. And next we will go to my LMT. If anybody's got any questions about this stuff, feel free to message and ask.
Yeah, reach out on the page. And
Maybe somebody can tell me where this body came from. I cannot find another body like it. I'm thinking that this rack might have been 3D printed. We're trying to figure it out because I cannot find.
oh, I see it broke it.
Yeah, I busted it down at Freestyle. It broke. So
We know a couple guys with 3D printers. Maybe Dallas can
yep.
find a file and print one up.
Yep. So, like I said, anybody got any ideas? I know it's a Parma body, I think. I mean, it is Lexan. It's a little bit thicker, but we've been racking our brains, Ryan and I, trying to find this body.
Yeah, I thought I've seen it once, but I haven't been able to find it again.
Yep, they make this is a Raptor body, but it's not like the Raptor I ordered from Proline. It's ProTech, or not ProTech, I'm sorry, but J Concepts makes one, but it's not like this. It doesn't have this style. And the other thing I'm looking for is anybody has a Predator body made by Parma. I don't care if it's painted, unpainted, and you want to sell it, hit us up. That's the one I'm looking for next. Can't seem to find one. And last but not least, you want to do the LMT?
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right, we'll put this here. All right, so this is my LMT. My body pretty much took a crap down at Freestyle RC. Yeah, down in Marshfield. I had it zip tied on and ended up ripping it off.
You've been zip tying that for a couple of weeks now.
I have. Then I finally found a system that I put on for Proline for my body. I got to get it painted, but I am running just stock everything in this truck. I haven't broke anything. Thank God. We have ran.
Does it still have the stock housings in it?
Stock everything. And I have sent.
Oh, and they're not the upgraded ones.
No,
either.
they're the old ones. And I'm telling you, I have sent this thing.
I'm still running my front original.
Yeah, and I know that if you follow Trigger King and Josh Rhodes and them, he'll put he tells you that you can put a zip tie through there, which I haven't monkeyed with it. Now I don't go probably as out as Ryan and some of the other guys in the freestyle.
Dave and Jeff.
Right.
Yeah.
My thing is I kind of wait because we have a minute and 30 seconds, so I try to kind of wait till the 40 seconds is up and then do the big maneuvers where Ryan here.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, he likes to break it within the first, I don't know what.
That was the first time I broke that truck.
10 seconds?
It was, I don't even know if it was that.
Yeah, right away, first jump.
It was second jump.
But he does have some amazing jumps. Ken does really good in freestyle. Dave
Ken's
Frazier,
got the backflips down pat.
he does, and them are pretty hard for us. Like I don't really monkey with this truck except for freestyle. That's all it is. I've tried to race it. They're just
too heavy.
They're way too heavy.
Top heavy, especially we're racing on carpet. We're not on concrete right now.
Right, and the concrete, I tried that with this last week, and either you're underpowered to turn, or if you give it too much, it's just too much, and then it ends up spinning out. So there are different tracks. We're looking forward to the summer for the dirt.
Yeah, dirt's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think it's going to be way better. I mean, we ran on just slick concrete, which is...
It was okay.
Yeah, but it was really hard to maneuver that corner. Even if you dipped out and tried to come in, it was... I mean, we got some videos up on our page, and you can check them out. They're just, I don't know if anybody's got any tips. Hey, let us know. I tried, like I said, I put the Tribute. I like the Tribute rims and the Renegade tires. It widens it a little bit.
So I'm torn with the LMT now.
Yep.
So you're buying it because of how beefy it is.
Yep.
So you don't want to change your center section, your chassis to lighten it up.
Right.
Because then you're still stuck with the weak spot of the differentials of the axle housings.
I agree.
And you don't want to put different axle housings under it because the chassis is too light or too heavy.
Right.
So I'm kind of torn on the truck. It's cool. I like it. It's fun.
Well, it's fun. I mean, I think you can make it work this summer when we have a little more room outside.
Maybe.
But then again, we ordered Freestyle RC chassis, which are just, I mean, I don't know if anybody...
There's no comparison.
There's not. And then, to me, I felt like I walked in, and I'm not dissing SMTs, I'm not dissing LMTs. I love them all. I have them all. But like when you see that Freestyle RC, just the way it is, it almost looks like Bigfoot 8 when it first came out, where they banned it because it was just so cool. So I got there and I'm looking at the walls down at Freestyle RC, and there's just
when you walk in and there's 30 custom trucks hanging on the wall.
Yep. It's amazing. The guy does everything in house.
It's all CNC cut.
Super nice guy, super helpful. But
lifetime warranty on all of her stuff.
Yep. So
if you're looking to order a custom truck, look up Freestyle RC.
Right.
They're you can just Google them; they'll pop right up.
And
they're on Facebook.
I think what we have around here, I love this kind of racing. Now, when you bring freestyle up and we start racing, I think there's a good chance that, you run 2S, we keep it 2S, so you got a chance. I mean, even the LMTs have a chance. But the weight is just so much, it's just different, and I don't know. I'm excited to get the freestyle RC up, but I'm not getting rid of any of my stuff for that purpose of, because we still want to keep it competitive here. We still want to keep it to everybody has a chance.
It would be nice to have different classes.
Correct. Like, we allow the SMT, LMTs, and quads to run together as long as you're on a 2S. I mean, because like you said, if you got an 8-scale motor, it's going to cost. You're not going to get, the SMTs still have a chance. And you can build SMTs to go quick. I mean, mine are quick. Mm-hmm. But I think on 2S, I mean, I don't run anything bigger than 2S unless it's in my LMT.
Right.
And, that's kind of the standard here. We're trying to make this bigger.
It's growing. Every week it's been getting bigger.
We had 18 trucks last time, 20 trucks.
Something like that, yeah.
So, I mean, they are coming. I mean, and it's fun because it's great camaraderie, good friends. You guys can share tips.
Everybody's laughing. Nobody's mad about anything.
Right. Like, we've been racing RC. I've been racing for over 20 years. I mean, my basement is full of crap. I race in the point series for Gromax or IMRC, and it gets competitive and people get crabby. I mean, I'm one of them. I get hit into the wall or I hit somebody, and then, with this, it's all fun.
Yep.
Like, if you don't think guess what? You didn't win? Let's line them up again.
Yep.
That's what I like about it. And everybody's laughing. It's no pressure.
Yeah, nobody's butthurt.
Right, like, for points. Like, we will start a point series, but even then, it's still going to be fun.
Yeah, and it's going to be a small, once-a-month series. It's not going to be anything big.
Nope, and we can continue the series indoor and outdoor if we wanted.
Yep.
I think we got another 2 months indoor yet. Wrap it up. I mean, we'll do
Maybe we should start the point series in the last indoor.
And bring it out.
And then bring it out.
Yeah.
So then we can have a little mixture of the tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have every event.
And the nice thing about monster trucks too, you can run them anywhere.
Yep.
I can go to your house. I could go to Ryan's. We can go
to the racetrack.
Yeah, we can go to
IMRC.
Yep. So you can run them anywhere. That's what I like about them. You don't have to have a special course. So.
Yep. Okay.
Well, I don't know if that helped anybody out, but
yeah, hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you guys can hear us.
Yeah, I'm sure you can hear me.
We'll get this posted up, and hopefully drag cars next. Maybe we'll
do some drag racing.
Get a drag car episode up, and still learning in that front. Don't know a lot about it yet. Still learning, but we'll get it.
Thanks for having me, and like I said, if you guys got any ideas or any kind of hints that are out there, monster truck racing, drop them to me personally, or put them on the page so we can look. And that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, all it is about having fun and, just building.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Thank you, guys.